Welcome to the 8th grade Math Homework Helper Series. Tonight's homework is NS-5, Estimate the Value of Irrational Numbers. We'll start with some quick vocabulary. Expression. An expression is a mathematical phrase with no equal sign. It can be expressed as an answer to the nearest whatever you're being asked to round to. Estimate. To change the value before starting to solve the problem. We're going to begin by looking at number 1, where you're asked to estimate the value of each expression, and we're going to do f. So we're looking at the square root of 90 minus 4/11. To estimate a value for the square root of 90, we can take a look at the table. You would see the square root of 90 falls somewhere between square root of 81 and 100, so it's between 9 and 10. It seems like it's pretty centrally located. It could be 9.4 or 9.5, so I'm going to try both. If you do 9.4 times 9.4, you get 88.36. If you do 9.5 times 9.5, you get 90.25. So 90 is closest to 9.5. And so that's what I'm going to estimate it as. As for 4/11, if you divide it out, you get 0.36 with a 3 repeating. So I'm going to estimate it at 0.36. Once I have those, go ahead and subtract, and that gives me 9.14. So the approximate value of square root of 90 minus 4/11 is 9.14. Next, we're going to take a look at g, square root of 19 divided by the square root of 5. We'll estimate the square root of 19. It's not a perfect square, so it doesn't lie on the table, but it does fall somewhere between square root of 16 and square root of 25, so it's somewhere between 4 and 5. It's a little closer to 16 than it is to 25, so I'm going to estimate its value at 4.4. I think 4.3 would also be an acceptable estimate. And square root of 5. Not a perfect square, but it does sit somewhere between the square root of 4 and square root of 9. Obviously, it's closer to the square root of 4. So an estimate that would make sense is something less than 2.5. I think I'm going to go with 2.2. And so if we divide 4.4 divided by 2.2, we get 2. And lastly, we have pi subtracted from the square root of 20. Pi we can estimate as 3.14, and the square root of 20, not a perfect square, but it sits somewhere between 4 and 5. I've noted here that it's pretty much even. It's 4 away from 16 and 5 away from 25. So I'm going to use an estimate of 4.4. I think 4.5 would also be acceptable though. And if we subtract these, we wind up with negative 1.26. So the approximate value of pi minus the square root of 20 is negative 1.26. Please use these problems that were done for you tonight to do any additional problems that you have on your homework. And remember, the key to success in math is not only working hard, but working smart.